Hello, good day everyone. So today is the 16th of our personal development and growth, digital visibility and business strategy 90 days challenge. Today I'm with Nafiu of BrandlyNigeria.
Hello everyone.
So Alhaji Nafiu, what can you say about digital visibility?
Oh well, digital visibility. It's a very interesting question. Why? Because a lot of people have a very clear misconception about business, and there's something that I really like to ask my students. Do you know what it is? I like to ask my students, what do you think is the most profitable business in the world? And a lot of them say, oh, selling gold, oh, this, I'm students, right? So, and I told them that the richest company, the biggest company in the world is selling arts,
Yes.
right?
Exactly.
The biggest company in the world is selling arts. Google is selling arts. Microsoft is selling arts, Meta, right, is selling arts. Now you may ask, how are these people selling arts, right? When you go on Google and you search, it's free, right?
Yes.
You might wonder, how are these people making their money? Well, when you go on Google and you search, you also conveniently see their ads, right? When you open a website, you conveniently see ad placements and stuff. When you open your Instagram and you are scrolling, you don't pay anybody for your IG, but you see ads and they get paid for those ads, and somebody pays for those ads, and eventually Instagram gets that money, right? And they have like how many billions of users right now? If we combine Facebook and Instagram, there are around 3 billion users thereabout. So from that, we can understand that it's a very, very big landscape. So now bringing it to businesses, right? And a lot of businesses misunderstand their priority, especially when they are in their starting phases. When you are a business and you are at your starting phases, there are 3 things that I like to consider myself professionally, and I say this to my clients. First and foremost, you need to have a good product, right? After you have a good product, you need to have a good medium, and then you need to have attention. Any of these things missing, your business is not going to work out. Now you might have a beautiful product, right? You might have a medium, you might have a shop that you are selling it there. But if nobody knows about your product, how are you going to sell it? No way. And you might have all the popularity in the world. You might, not have you might have a shop, but you don't have a product. Then what are you going to sell? So these things are indispensable. People, when they are initiating businesses, they make the mistake of focusing too much on the product, and they forget how they are going to get that product out there to people. And so to answer your question, sorry for going around the clock, I would say that digital presence, it's very, very important, because even the most influential people in the world now are doing it. When you go on your Instagram, you'll probably see Bua shooting his content, right? If you go there, you'll see Otedola and all these people. Well, you get why. There's a reason, If it was not important, they would rather just chop their billions in seclusion. But there is something to it that adds that credibility. There's something to it that gives that relatability, especially when somebody is all out there and like he's higher up there, and you can go and casually comment on their posts. That sense of relatability is a big factor that our billionaires are after, because they don't want people to start viewing them like aliens or like, people outside the world. They want you to view them as people just like them, so that you can relate with their products and buy them.
Exactly.
Yeah, so this is my little...
So basically, you already summed it up. That's why I used to tell people that digital visibility is not optional, it's necessary for all businesses. So I think we'll learn a lot from Brandly himself. See you tomorrow.